everybody, it's Scott. This is the online players meeting for the 2025 Monster at Mayors, presented by Disc Giant and supported by Innova Champion Discs. In this video, we're going to cover some things that you might want to know that might help save you strokes. So stay tuned and let's check it out. Now, I try to make it as easy as possible for everyone to get all of this info because I think you want to know this stuff to make your experience and your tournament more enjoyable. We're going to hit stacks of facts so that you're well informed for the upcoming event this weekend. And here's an idea. If you don't have time to watch this whole video, put on the video and play it on the speakers of your car so that you hear everything that's being said and you're in the know and you don't miss any of the deets. Then you can go back in instances where you think you need to see the footage, such as the OB clarifications, and make everything crystal clear for yourself. Special thanks to technical assistant Chris Meyer and your assistant TD for the event, who will be starting you off on hole 1, Brooks Barnes. While this event is presented by Disc Giant and supported by Innova Champion Disc, there are some hole sponsors. Our friends Neil Fincher from Dixon Realty, Becky and John Ehrman, Paul Sevcik, and Travis Dory. We appreciate you, hole sponsors, and thank you for your efforts to make this a stronger event. Now, you're also going to want to scan your welcome email because it covers the specifics of parking as well as bathroom locations and water supply. A couple reminders up front here. Sales of outside items is strictly prohibited, like stuff out of the trunk of your car in the parking lot. Infractions of this rule will result in a no warning instant DQ. This is a PDGA event. It's not doubles, it's not tags, it's not a casual round with your buddies. Drug and alcohol policy is strictly in effect. I take the time to clarify this because people that paid to play this tournament don't want to have to deal with it. You don't want to spend all this money and get kicked out. I don't want to have to kick anyone out. The whole thing's a drag. Infractions of this rule will result in a no warning instant DQ. So please, folks, just keep it together. The 2-meter rule will not be in effect for this tournament. This is an extremely important note that might save you strokes because there is a rule that is unique to Nevada disc golf if a TD indicates that it is in play. This rule, of course, is referred to in Nevada as sage relief. I urge you to take a minute and go check out the separate video that we have posted if you are unfamiliar about this rule and how it might save you strokes. Go check it out. The Big Bad Raffle is one of the things that people look forward to the most at my events because it's a lot of fun, there's a lot of cool prizes, and you don't even have to be present to win because it's live televised on Saturday night. But there's a completely separate video for you to check out all of the good stuff that's going to be up for grabs in the raffle. So if you want to know more about it, go check out that video. This event is at high elevation. You're going to want to definitely remember your sunscreen because there's only a few holes where you might catch some shade on this course. And not only do you want to get hydrated before the event, you want to stay hydrated during the event. Locally, there's been some debate about, well, this hole should play like this, and people neglect to read the T signs where it is usually clearly illustrated. But we have made further clarifications in the caddy book to make things as clear as possible. It is highly recommended that you take a look through the caddy book and possibly even look at the page of the hole that you're throwing right before you play it so you're clear on the rules. There are certain instances where holes short of the fence will play as OB and other instances where it won't. There are reasons for this, and the differences are intentional and by design. So there will be notes at the bottom of the online PDGA scoring for each hole, and when in doubt, the caddy book serves as the law for this tournament. The caddy book stands with any play specification that is outlined there. Now, Mayors has a lot of OB. I've gone through and painted lines on the ground in most of the areas where there isn't fence to delineate or where the OB line might be questionable. But please note, on holes where OB is indicated in the caddy book or the online scoring notes, such as road or asphalt and beyond is OB, if the painted line stops, it does continue indefinitely. So for example, if you hit an area where you were clearly on asphalt and the painted line has stopped, that disc is still considered OB. Now, if you haven't played a lot of OB situations, I've created a separate video to help illustrate how you call OB in various situations out at Mayors such as under the split rail fence or on road or asphalt where the asphalt might be disintegrating, that type of thing. So if you're newer to this, it might be a good idea to check that video out so that you know what's happening if the situation presents itself. There you have it, folks. That is the online players meeting for the Monster at Mayors, presented by Disc Giant and supported by Innova. We hope you've gotten a lot of good intel to make your event more enjoyable. Thank you for joining us. Get your rest, take your vitamins. We'll see you this weekend.